Okay, so everybody grab your water real quick. I am going to put my apron on so that we can get started. Let's see. Sandra says she now does a 1 hour. It is green tea, Sandra. Sandra says she does a 1 hour class 3 times a week and has a trainer 30 minutes per week. Yeah, and she was her trainer like 17 years ago. That is awesome. Yeah, so that is a yummy, yummy, yummy tea. If you have trouble, though, going to sleep, make sure that you get a decaf tea. Not a problem for me. Okay, so tonight, in tonight's second half, so this is chat number, what chat number is this? This is chat number 319, Baby Steps to Bigger Steps. And we've been talking about, we had reviewed last week about making sure that that all foods are on the menu, no foods are off the menu. And then we were talking about some baby steps for getting, for getting a little bit of activity in, getting some movement in. So I am going to make something tonight, super easy to make, going to be great while John is out of town. You all are going to love it. It's so easy. You do not have to use an air fryer, but I am going to use my air fryer to get the first part of this done. So the first and main ingredient in this, well, this is, it's That Man's chicken salad. So if you are new to us and you don't know who That Man is, super quick story because I don't want to take up the whole time with that. I want to actually show you how to make this. So John and I went to a cooking show, whatever, years ago. I mean, it was way before Casey, so that's more than 30 years ago. We went to a cooking class, and really it was a sales pitch for this stuff called Towncraft Cookware. And we were so far over our heads. But the husband and wife both had to attend because they wanted to make sure that they were going to sell you something, because this stuff was like more expensive than anybody needed to be spending any money. So anyway, we went to it, and he made chicken thighs in a pan. It's like the cooker that he made it in, it's like it's 2 layers of steel, and it's got oil in the middle, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And so you don't use any oil. Well, we have been obsessed. We have been obsessed with that chicken for more than 30 years. And if y'all have been around for a little while, you know that a few years ago, I cracked that recipe, could never figure out how to make it in anything other than that Towncraft, piece skillet. But I finally cracked it in the air fryer, and it tastes exactly like That Man's chicken. And we call it That Man's chicken because we didn't know the guy's name. He was a complete stranger. He was just a Towncraft cookware salesman. And so the next time John wanted it, he said, "Hey, I want that chicken." "What chicken?" And he was like, "I don't know, That Man's chicken. You know, that man, the man from the thing, I want That Man's chicken." So we've called it That Man's chicken for more than 35 years. So how you're going to start this recipe, you can use rotisserie chicken. You can buy some rotisserie chicken already made at the grocery store. You can buy, Tyson has a really good frozen, already cooked chicken strips or chicken cubes that are 0 points. Rotisserie chicken, you will have to count the points because it's not just made with the chicken breast. It's made with rib meat, and it's got all of the rotisserie chicken thrown in there. Yeah, Vicky. So Vicky has a piece of Towncraft, and she loves it. I do still love my Towncraft cookware, but we did not get that skillet. So I spent years trying to recreate that because we did not purchase that skillet like he showed us. So the first thing I'm going to do, and again, you can use whatever chicken you have available. You can use canned chicken if you don't have time to make That Man's chicken. But this is so good and it's so easy that I'm going to recommend making it. What you can't see in here, because I'm not going to hold it up, is I have 2 chicken breasts. You can use, these are actual chicken breasts. They're like full-blown chicken breasts. You can also use, ooh, Vicky bought the skillet only. Lucky you. You can use full chicken breast. You can use chicken breast tenders. You can use, if you wanted to add some more points, you could do chicken thighs. Boneless chicken thighs is what he showed us how to make, the one that we love so much. You can do turkey breast tenderloin, but I just got some regular chicken breast this time. Just chicken breast. This is 98% fat-free, no rib meat. And so, hello Liz from San Angelo. No rib meat, so this is 0 points to start with. So I just spritzed it just a tiny bit with some olive oil, and then I used Bragg nutritional yeast. That's going to be one of your most important ingredients. I'm not going to season this though because the seasoning is going to be in the sauce. So 2 chicken breasts in the air fryer. This is a Simple Living Products air fryer. That's the brand that I have. I have 3 of them. I think I have 3 Simple Living Products air fryers. I just love them. The first air fryer that I bought, I killed it within, I used it a lot. I use it like every day. So 2 chicken breasts in the air fryer. You don't have to preheat this brand. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in. And remember, scoop. If you've got a Simple Living Products air fryer, you scoop when you stick the basket in. Don't shove it in. I'm going to push the center button 360 degrees. I'm going to put it on 20 minutes only because, so the recipe, if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and look up That Man's Chicken, actually the easiest way to find it is in a Google search. If you type in If You Have an Egg, that, T-H-A-T, man's, M-A-N-S, chicken, C-H-I-C-K-E-N. If you type in a Google search, if you type in, I know it's not Fat Man's Chicken. No, Gina, somebody thinks that every single time I say it. That, T-H-A-T, That Man's Chicken. So if you, in a Google search, if you type in If You Have an Egg, That, T-H-A-T, Man's Chicken, the recipe will pop right up. These chicken breasts were extra thick, and I did not have time to pound them down. So I'm going to do 360 for 20 minutes, and I'm going to flip it at 10. So I need, who's going to be my stopwatch person? Who's going to tell me when it has been 10 minutes? Because we're going to flip them at 10. If you have chicken breast tenderloins, you're not going to have to cook them as long. If you are doing a turkey breast tenderloin, it's about how long, because it's going to be bigger. You can also do this with pork chops. I mean, Carol Lou's made That Man's everything. She's made That Man's green beans. I mean, all kinds of things. Okay, so that's the first part of it. So you've got chicken breast. So we're going to do, we're going to use 2 to 3 chicken breasts because you want to end up with 3 cups of chicken breast, and you can either cube it, or you can shred it. So again, rotisserie chicken is fine. Just know you will have to count the points because rotisserie chicken has all the other stuff chucked in there. Even rotisserie chicken breast normally has the rib meat, and it has some, some stray parts, because no one at your grocery store, no one at your market is standing there going, oh, I have to gingerly only get the breasts and put them in here because a Weight Watcher might be coming to buy this. That's just not happening. If you are taking apart your own chicken breast, rotisserie chicken, it's awfully hard to get just, oh, thank you, Carol Lou, for posting that. It's awfully hard to get just the chicken breast. You could probably do it, but the safest bet is to just buy your own chicken breast. Turkey tenderloin would be good. Chicken tenderloin, little tiny chicken tenderloins, or you could do, like the Tyson, hello, Orlando Debbie, like the Tyson frozen chicken. So that comes cubed or shredded. Just make sure you get the kind that's not seasoned, and it'll still be 0 points. So anyway, we're starting with 0 point chicken, just chicken breast, okay? And y'all know how much I love the magic of television. So through the magic of television, we already have one cooked. So this is a chicken breast that I cooked earlier. I just want to point out, I cooked this in the Simple Living Products air fryer, exactly like I'm showing you to cook it. And it comes out so juicy. Can you see the juice that's running on the plate? Yeah, so, I mean, I'm serious. This thing, yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that right there is the secret ingredient for making it crispy, kind of like fried. It's not fried chicken, but kind of like fried chicken. Okay, so I have a chicken breast here. I've got 2 more cooking, so you want to end up with, whether it's rotisserie, whether it's shredded, whether it's cubed, however you've decided to prepare this, you want to end up with about 3 cups of chicken breast. So I will probably use, as thick as these chicken breasts are, I will probably use one of the other ones to finish off this recipe when we get done tonight. But for right now, I'm just going to use one of them. One of them is going to be about a cup. And again, you can shred this. You could use, 2 forks and kind of shred it. You could do canned chicken breast. Just make sure that it's 0 points. You can do that the chicken breast is. Again, you can do the Tyson frozen chicken. You can make your own chicken breast. If you happen to be grilling chicken, You could do a couple of extras so that you could use that for this. I mean, there's lots and lots and lots of ways to end up with chicken. So first ingredient is 3 cups of however you got it, chicken breast. And again, I made that man's chicken breast, and I'm just going to use that for my 3 cups. And this is so juicy. So doing it this way in the air fryer, I mean, I don't know, I know you all can't see. Look at my fingers. Look how juicy that is. It's absolutely the best way. I really don't cook. I'm trying to think. I don't really think I cook chicken or turkey breast. I really don't think I cook it any other way, and I don't cook, for sure don't cook pork chops any other way. It just comes out so juicy that it is perfect. Okay. Let me also say, while we're doing this, this recipe was supposed to have grapes in it. We're having a grape shortage in Knoxville. Are you all having a grape shortage? I bet I walked the produce section at Kroger 5 times looking for grapes, and I finally stopped a little girl that was stocking some other stuff, and I said, okay, what am I missing? And I was like, I mean, this isn't my Kroger. It's not the Kroger that I normally shop at, but come on, I'm in the produce section. Where are the grapes? And she goes, oh gosh, we haven't had grapes in over a week. And she even went and got, I guess it was her manager or her boss or whatever, and he goes, it's going to be a while. Are we having a grape shortage again? I feel like we just had one. I don't know. I feel like we just had one a few months ago, last year, you know, something like that. Okay, so we will not be using grapes for this tonight. We will be using something else instead. So there is some chopped up, some diced chicken breast. And so ultimately, okay, Loretta said that there was a strawberry shortage last month. Loretta, in my little garden, no strawberry shortage. That thing was putting out, but it's already done because it's been over 85 degrees again, which is sad. Anyway, okay, so there's some chicken breast, and let's see, we have 14 minutes left, so no worries. We still got 4 minutes before we have to flip that over. Okay, the next set of things that we're going to put in here, we're going to go ahead and make the dressing, and I'm going to make it in this big glass Pyrex dish just so that, you know, I've got plenty of room to stir it up. What I'm going to do for the dressing, I'm going to do, this is a 1/2 cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. So we have a 1/2 cup of that, and bless his heart, since John is headed out of town, he just washed and put away all of the dishes. Surprise! Surprise! I'm messing them all up again. Okay, and then this is about a 1/2 cup of light mayonnaise. And I think this time I bought Hellman's Light. It's all about the same number of points, but we're mixing so many other things with it that it doesn't end up being too many points. Oh, when we get done, this is going to be 6 cups. This will be approximately 6 1-cup servings, and each 1-cup serving is about 3 smart points. So you can use something besides the mayonnaise if you want to, but really, why? It's so delicious with the mayonnaise. I would do the extra point. Okay, let's see. Debbie says the tomato supply is decreasing and grape gap is due to the Mexican crop is behind schedule. Well, that stinks, because I can grow my own strawberries and my own tomatoes. And let's see. Caroline says, that's sad. Glad we don't have that issue in Europe, but she loves grapes. Oh, no, I love them. I love them. Love them. Okay, then my secret ingredient for this, and if you don't have this, you can substitute something else, or you can use mustard and maybe some pickle juice or something if you don't have this, is the G. Hughes sugar-free sweet vinaigrette. This is like a coleslaw, you know, kind of a dressing. It's got just enough vinegar in it. It's got just enough of a little sweet in it that you don't have to put any sugar or anything in this. So that's going to be 1/4 cup of that. And if you can't find the G. Hughes sugar-free sweet vinaigrette, you can use some apple cider vinegar and then a little bit of sugar, you know, something like that. Okay, put that in there. okay? And then I'm just gonna whisk that together. If it's too thick, if it's still too thick, or if it turns out too thick, you can add just a little bit of water. I think this is going to be perfect. Oh, it's about time to flip. I'm gonna flip this real quick. Let's see, Loretta says, what are the points on the boneless, skinless chicken thighs? I get all numbers. I do about, the ones that are about the size of this part of your hand, I count as 4 points. That's how much I count for them. Okay? Oh, right at 10. Let me flip them. So, literally just going to flip them over. And in the Simple Living Products air fryer, it's just going to start right up again. Okay, so we've got our dressing going. I tell you what, that needs to be just a teeny tiny bit thinner, so I'm going to add just a little bit of water. So when you're adding water to something like this, you can always add more, but you can't take away any. So just add a tiny bit, whisk again, see what you think. That is pretty darn close to perfect. A little bit more. Again, you can keep adding, but you can't take it away. Okay, Debbie says cooked 4 ounces is 5 points. Yeah. So I think, so I'm guessing the size that I'm talking about is probably 3 ounces because it's 4 points. And Debbie, so Debbie, do you weigh those? I'm going to sidetrack because we have plenty of time left. Okay, so I'm just going to take a breath and I'm going to sidetrack and say that was one of the things that we did talk about last week in our in-person meeting is weighing versus measuring. So I feel like Debbie weighs a lot of things. Debbie is cooked chicken thighs. Is that something that you would weigh, and would you weigh them before you cook them or after you cook them? So would you do the cooked weight or the raw weight? Which one would you do? I know Debbie does. Debbie weighs avocado because she gets more avocado by weight than she does if she tries to measure it, or say if it's a small avocado or a medium avocado. I know that she gets more, more avocado, more bang for her buck if she weighs it instead of, let's see. Loretta says I do all of my protein. Okay, Loretta weighs all of her protein and she weighs it cooked. I think that's a great idea. Sandra does the cooked weight. Yeah, I think that's a good idea because I think it's really a little bit more accurate when it's cooked. Ooh, in grams. Okay, Caroline needs to know what the points are in grams. Can anybody help her with that? I cannot get on my phone to look that up, or we'll end the chat. But can anybody help Caroline with that? Okay, we've got about 10 minutes left. So if somebody, let's see. Yeah, Debbie says I do. It depends. Of course, if it is my pressure canned, it would be cooked. Mostly is cooked. Okay. And can somebody please look up the grams on that for Caroline, if you can look that up for her. Okay. So because I had the magic of television and already had some cooked chicken breast, it's that, T-H-A-T, that man's chicken. We need to end up with about 3 cups of that. We also, to that, we need to add 1 cup of celery. So 1 cup of chopped celery. To that, I would normally add 1 cup of chopped grapes. But because we apparently are having a grape shortage in East Tennessee, there are no grapes. So instead, I'm going to add some blueberries. Let's see. Oh, y'all are talking about grams. Okay, good. I'm not going to add the blueberries yet, though, because I want to do blueberries in 1 cup. I'm going to do strawberries in another one. And I'm going to do an apple in another one. So since I couldn't have any grapes, I'm going to do blueberries in one, strawberries in another one, apples in another one. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and some scallions. We're going to do some scallions or some green onions. We're going to do that. And if you wanted to add a little bit of something to the top. Some people do chopped walnuts, some people do chopped pecans. I'm still loving this little salad toppings thing that I got at Kroger. So this salad topping is sweet and crunchy, golden raisins, pumpkin seeds, sliced almonds, walnut pieces, and dried cherries. 1 tablespoon is 1 point. So when I have, okay, wait, hold on. So Orlando Debbie says 83 grams is the max for 3 points. So if you weighed out 83 grams, you could have the thighs for 3 points. So this, since this is only going to be, it's only going to be 3 points. If you wanted to add a little bit of this to the top, that would be fantastic. Okay, I am going to go ahead and add my dressing. Since we've only got like 8 minutes left. Now, this, I will say, is always better with grapes. So upset that we don't have any grapes right now. Also, this is best if you can let it sit for about 3 hours before you, consume it, or overnight is good. But don't let this sit more than 3 days. So 3 days is about all this can sit in the refrigerator. This does not freeze well. So I'm going to say only make as much as you're going to eat. If it's just going to be you, and if you think, wow, that's too much, I can't eat that much, then by all means make half of this. Make half of this amount. You do not have to make the full thing. When we post this on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, it will also have a link to the recipe builder. If you just need to make half of this, go to the link with the recipe builder. When it pulls it up, you're going to save it to your Weight Watchers. So you already have to be, diced pineapple would be fantastic, Sandra. So you already need to be logged in to Weight Watchers when you do this, to weightwatchers.com or onto your app. When you pull up my recipe, and Casey will be posting this later this week, when she posts that, there will be a link to the recipe builder. Click on that link in the recipe on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and when you do that, save it to your recipes. When you do that, you can make any adjustments you want to. So let's say, for example, you can't find the G. Hughes sugar-free, or something like that. You can adjust it. You can adjust it, or you can make it half. Like you could tell it that you're only going to make, 3 servings instead of 6 servings, or you could change it to chicken, or if you don't eat meat, you could change it to tofu, like baked tofu or something like that. So you can do a lot of things in that recipe builder. And yes, Loretta, this would be great on a bed of lettuce, wrapped up in a pita. Those are 2 of the things that I put on the recipe. Those are great ideas, and they have. You can get like romaine lettuce and just stick it in that, and it's so sturdy to eat it with. You can eat it with fruit. So I have a container of fruit at work already waiting on me for this, and it has 3 different kinds of melon in it. Chicken salad is so good with melon. It's so good with melon. You could put it on a regular salad. You could eat it on a pita. You could eat it with some crusty bread. There's so many things you can do with it. So missing the poor little grapeys. That's what it looks like. So again, I'm going to do either blueberries. I'm going to do blueberries for part of it. I'm going to do, okay, hold on. So Carol Lou, that's perfect. So I'm going to do blueberries or strawberries or, an apple or something like that. And Mary wants to know if I use red or green grapes. Sometimes I use both. Sometimes I use whatever I can get. So Carol is exactly right. Another thing that you can do with this, she said she's more savory with her chicken salad, so instead of putting fruit in it, she puts hard-boiled eggs, pickles, hard-boiled eggs and pickles. That's exactly what I started to say, is this with pickle juice. So if you let the chicken breast soak in pickle juice, or if you use pickle relish, fantastic. Eggs, I personally think that if you're going to do the pickle relish, you got to put some hard-boiled eggs in there. I'm right on board with you on that, Carol Lou. So this with hard-boiled eggs and pickle relish and a little bit of pickle juice, fantastic. You could add a little bit of a different kind of vinegar. You could do red wine vinegar. You could do rice wine vinegar. You could add just a little bit of a different kind of a vinegar just to kick it up a notch. So versatile. There are so many things you could do with this. So again, you could eat it on you could eat it on a bed of lettuce. Oh, hold on a second. Lemon yogurt. Wow. Interesting, Sarah. Who said that? Loretta says her friend uses lemon yogurt in her chicken salad. Lemon yogurt? Lemon, like lemon flavored yogurt. Okay, well now I've got to try that. Okay, and yes, so hard-boiled eggs, pickle relish, anything like that. I mean, my goodness, it's just so, it's so stinking versatile. It's not even funny. So I hope that you will try that man's chicken salad. Super simple chicken. You can see that the chicken's cooking itself. Like, I literally did nothing to attend this. That is about done. So I did nothing. It's cooking itself. I set it and forget it, like those old Ronco commercials. So I hope you will make some. I hope you will try some. You can get already diced celery if you don't have time. You could do canned chicken. You can do this however you want to. We have this recipe for the chicken is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. That's just www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. Excuse me. The recipe for the chicken salad will be on there later this week. Again, IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you want to learn how to make this later, you can watch it on YouTube. That's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. And I'm hungry now. I'm hungry, and that chicken smells fantastic. We could eat that man's chicken tenders, turkey tenderloin, pork chops. The pork chops are fantastic. We could eat that every day, but I hope that you all will try this. I hope you will let me know how you like it. If you make it, please comment on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and let me know, because people hardly ever comment there. And it makes me so sad because I want to see what you all think. 6 1-cup servings. Best if you let it sit in the refrigerator for 3 hours. Or here, let me just try it real quick because we have like 2 minutes. It's already good. I'm telling you, if you can find that, that makes it. But oh gosh, those flavors are so good. So let it sit in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. Hopefully you can find some grapes. If not, strawberries are fine, blueberries, fruit, hard-boiled eggs, pickle juice, anything. Oh, Mary likes to put taco seasoning on her chicken. That would be good too. So I hope y'all will try this. I hope you'll let me know what you think. If you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and let that next video roll over. I know that you will enjoy it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, come on. Go ahead and click that little button down there to subscribe and click on the bell so that you'll know the next time that we post a video. But I want to thank you all again for being here. Have a fantastic rest of your holiday weekend. Have a very safe one, whatever you eat. If you're making that man's chicken salad, whatever you're making and eating this weekend, or if you're just lounging by the pool or the beach, have a great